sideways
for the fans.
Oh, why not?
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another day at the Nurburg ring. So today we've done pretty much everything apart from drive the Nordschleife, and we're kind of running out of time to do that. I mean, when I say we're running out of time, there's 11 hours of tourist driving on the Nordschleife today, so there's plenty of opportunity, but you want to minimize the risk, and you want to do that when you want to go on there when it's quieter. And sessions start actually right now 8 in the morning and they're running to 7 o'clock at night. We figured it's best to just get it done early today because there's an event like Top Gear Live on at the Nürburgring GP circuit, and I think it's going to be pretty chaotic there today. So yeah, we've left our holiday cottage and we're doing this sort of 10-minute drive to the ring now. I'm nervous. I mean, you know, you do have to question whether it's worth taking all this risk, not just the risk of damage to your car, the risk of having to pay for barriers, having to get your car taken home, having to pay for injuries that you cause to other people. It's just crazy. So actually, on reflection, 51-year-old me finds this a bit silly. But we only live once, so yeah, let's get it done. Let's get on the Nordschleife in my Clubsport S. Well guys, this is the moment. Taking my Clubsport S onto the Nordschleife. It does look pretty sensible here today. No big queues, car park's pretty empty in the great scheme of things.
Put it in this now. Good. Thank you.
Barrier is up. The aircon on.
Caddy.
Put the sat nav on. So we're actually in race mode. I'm not Benny Loister, I'm not driving curbs. I want the car to have as much body control as possible on the tarmac. So we'll keep it in race just to keep things nice and tight. Now, I've driven the ring about 10 times in about 5 different cars. Last time was 2017 in a Mark 5 Edition 30, which was great. Low value car. Yeah, enjoyed that probably more than I enjoy this. Simon's with me today as a bit of a recce for him because it's important he gets some actual feel for the track before he goes out on it himself. So if you've got friends who haven't been out, make sure you take them out and just give them a good feel for how this track varies from GT4. So this is where the GP track comes off for the endurance racing, and we'll let this BM go. And then this is where Benny started his lap record right here. I didn't even see that car.
No, I didn't. Oh, what a corner. What a corner.
So I'm going to let Simon do the talking because there's a lot at stake here.
It just flows.
This is what I call the tyre warming section of the track. She's probably doing
Someone went off here yesterday in the endurance race, all the way down that barrier, braking
Then we've got the concrete
right through
corner.
the apex into the next
Down
apex.
here I do. And then,
Yeah. And a concrete wall on the outside. And then you've just got this amazing section. It's right, left, and then a really tight right coming up. You can see they've been painted on the track as well. All manner of things.
it's the crest. The crests of the killers.
Look at that
Nuts.
camber. Phenomenally good camber. And across the bridge.
Bit of lift here.
Oh, a little bit of lift. Yeah.
And then this is Flugplatz where you can take off over the barrier, and actually from this angle you can totally understand that.
Oh, that is a scary corner. That's a concrete wall. You just don't want to get that wrong.
And this is a really fast section down to Schwedenkreuz, Swedish Cross. Not even Walter Rall can avoid an accident on this section.
And you don't want to go up the curbs because they're big.
And this is where you just like 200 kilometers an hour. Any mistakes, heavily punished. It says like.
So look at the gradient is so much more than.
Can't see what's around the corner.
And there's a fast Volvo coming. You just don't get a feel from film how the gradient's so steep.
Into the Foxhole section.
A fast local. The locals are so fast. Some of these guys are probably pretty much as quick as some of the saloon race cars. Just incredible how quick they are.
Into the compression, which won't be much of a compression at these kind of speeds, but blimey, suddenly the car feels like it's running away with itself.
And then you've got a tight
over this curb here. Yeah.
Yes, Benny.
And then something's coming fast up. Not fast up, but very fast up behind us. I know Adana falls pretty well. It's not
It's
an
a
overtaking
GT3
section.
or something like that. It's a 911 of some kind. But they're everywhere here. It's a 991 something. He had a helmet on, which is unusual.
I've seen passengers with helmets on and drivers not, and I think that could create a bit of a mess in an accident.
Yeah, because a helmet could be quite a serious bit of a thing to hit. God, look how tight that is to the left.
So
goodness.
descent down to Breitscheid now. First corner.
Some of these tight now.
This is the tight one.
There's
Good, nice camber on it though.
Yeah.
But it still tightens, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just.
And then it's pretty safe all the way down to the slowest corner on the circuit. When I say that, it just feels.
The Clubsport S is just banging and popping as you're on the overrun. It's still really, really twisty and tight. You can see a line, you can see the sort of darker tarmac. This is really slow, isn't it?
Yeah, second gear. Benny grabbed second about there.
Photographer on the outside. Which you can get out of it pretty quick though. And this is taking us down into Adenau now. You can see the
Famous
only
graphics from the GT4 game.
Yeah.
The building.
You don't want to hit that bridge.
No, which has been reinforced rather worryingly for in later years.
We're going to the Niki Lauda section now. This is really steep up here. We're just going to
Swing it
climb
into
now.
the camber here though.
Great camber.
Yeah.
Wow, that is.
And then there's the left. I can't remember which one's Bergwerk. Not the left, the right. Got something coming up fast with decals on it.
It's still a little way back. Clubsport S is pretty quick in a straight line. Yeah, here he comes. Might want to let him by now.
Yeah, don't know what. He was going really slowly, respectfully, I think. He's going Niki Lauda. Big respect, Niki Lauda. This is tighter and tighter and tighter.
Ooh, that's a nasty one.
You don't want to forget that one.
That's a nasty one. You could easily pitch it off in the wall there, couldn't you?
Got a Dutch Impreza that we need to take at some point. This is where it gets complicated, because if you don't know where you're going,
Yeah, you can go pretty quick. The BM's going through there.
Got a GT3 coming.
Yeah, and the GT3 is coming out phenomenal.
RS,
that's a new GT3 RS.
Mindful of being on their racing line there, even though I'm on the right hand side, which is the correct side for them to overtake me.
And we're climbing. Apex to apex. It's pretty flowing up here. It's just as flowing, and then it gets.
This is a tight one.
Super, super tight. Oh.
Okay, carousel coming up. So I call this Starstrekker. I'm not even sure what it's called. I'm probably wrong. Oh, I've got the corner onto the next.
No, still one is a bit further on.
Starstrekker, Pro Starstrekker. Don't know what it means. Strekker means circuit.
Tight. Straight line nose. Come on, a tight
carousel.
Here we go. Bum 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 bum. Oh, how cool is that? And it is a carousel. And don't jump on the way out of it almost. Another local.
Yeah, unfortunately number plate VD from Switzerland. This is one of the crest here that you can't see over, and all of a sudden there's a load of track, load of barrier in front of you. I think it might be just coming around here. Yeah.
Is this the highest point?
Oh, yeah, high 8.
Yeah, you're right on top of the mount.
Mark 5, let him go.
We're going down to YouTube corner now, aren't we, in a little while?
Yeah. Mental, really. How many laps do you actually need to do to know what you're doing? I don't know. There's just so many variations.
Late apex. That gets you, doesn't it?
Blind crest.
Oh, that's
the blind
bad
crest.
one. We're catching a Taycan.
Battery overload warning.
Oh, YouTube corner now. Apex out of this.
Fucking hell, it looks so easy on the videos, guys.
There's a whole gaggle of cars coming.
It's a good place for them to overtake now, so we just soon descend down to Flansgarten. Indicator on, GT4 off, seriously quick. Just don't want to be on the curbs here. Jump. Not when you're on the brake.
Unsettles the car.
Let this car go. Oh, he's not to overtake.
He wants to let you go.
Send it, mate. Send it.
Vaguely sensible German. Maybe doesn't know the track that well.
No.
New M3 does look cool out here. You can always straight line these, can't you? Nearly.
Yeah, you can do that later on in your lap.
When you see the Benny's fast lap, some of these, they look almost straights. But, jeez.
I like to hedge my bets and start off the corners in the middle, which I've got to say GT4 does not teach you anything about this track really. A loose idea of which way it goes, but that's about it. TCR?
Golf GTI, yeah.
And breathe.
let the brakes cool.
Now traffic-wise, that was pretty good. It's 8:35 in the morning.
Yeah.
Conditions are perfect. Everybody seems to be sensible, which we hoped was kind of tied in with them getting up early to come rather than stumbling out of bed with a hangover and turning up here at 1 o'clock. Well guys, we've just come back from the Nordschleife and our cars are all in one piece. We are as well. That's not one thing you can take for granted. But I wanted to catch Simon's impressions raw from his first drive ever on the Nordschleife. So what do you think of it as a driving experience?
Like you said, the cars are here, which is, you know, there's a level of relief.
Yeah.
But it's a cool place. The fact that it exists, like the Isle of Man TT. But if you get it wrong, you're in a red and white concrete wall or in a grey steel arm coat, and there just isn't any running.
And what are you, about 700 miles from home in a foreign country where some people can't speak the language, and you know, if you just crash your car, well, that's probably better than crashing somebody else's car here or dropping oil and taking out a load of cars, because you're in big trouble then. You could ruin yourself financially probably for most of your life if you've got to pay some of the bills that other people have had to pay for crashing here. So for me, I just don't think it's worth, the risk isn't worth the reward. 100 laps, maybe you'll get to know it, maybe you'll be able to start to enjoy it, but there's always other people that are just crazy, and there's a lot of racing between people on the track. You have to remember, this is tourist driving. It is not really a racetrack, it's a toll road. And there's no checks on the cars, nothing.
You don't even need, they don't even check you've got a driving licence.
The only criteria is €35 or however much it is to drive it.
You could literally pay €200, get a beaten up car and go out there and dump all the fluids on the road.
So yeah, I'm not in a rush to drive the Nordschleife again. I'm so glad we drove the Grand Prix circuit, because actually that was more enjoyable. It's a great circuit. You can learn it.
Cars on it. It's terrifying.
That's right. Actually, there was a lot of traffic. Again, it was just a free for all. So yeah,
you made a good point, Andrew, in terms of on the GP circuit. There quite well could have been some of the guys that were in the endurance race out there in their car. Yeah.
So there was endurance race. Practice or practice on the Friday, racing on qualifying and racing on the Saturday. There's a good chance the guys who raced the GT3s on the track were in the area on the Thursday in their GT3 road cars, and on the GP circuit, A, getting some miles in, and B, racing. There are probably other drivers who are going to be in the championship on the Saturday. So yeah, there's just, with no sort of checks or driving standards, marshalling, it's just too crazy for me.
Yeah, the jeopardy is huge.
Yeah, but contrary to what you might believe, the development of this car to set the ring record actually has turned it into a good road car. James May always used to make a point that the Nurburg ruined cars because it made it too stiff. Well, this car kind of proves that not the case. And whilst I'm not a big fan of driving at the Nordschleife, I'm a big fan of driving the Golf GTI Clubsport S, and I think you are as well. You've had yours for years from new, haven't you?
It's immense.
Yeah. It's 20 to 6 on Sunday, and we're heading back to the Nurburgring because we're going to do something that we always should have done years ago. Well, I should have done. This is Simon's first trip, and that is to take a ring taxi ride. I've never done this before. There's a lot more choice now than there was 15 years ago, and we've decided to go for the nearest thing to a Golf GTI, which is the Hyundai I30 N taxi drive. €139 for the two of us. I think that's pretty good value.
120 quid.
Yeah, I suppose it's only a Hyundai. It's only a GT3. Anyway, the level of driving should be impressive, and it might inspire us to maybe have another go here some other time. But anyway, let's get over to the Nordschleife paddock and go and see our I30 N for the evening. Oh, this is the car, engine running.
First time for you here on a track? No,
We've been
You're not allowed to do that in a front wheel drive car.
But you are not allowed to do that.
To have the rear moving out.
I don't know what happened.
It was good though, it was
I
good.
think the ESC is deactivated somehow.
Is it broken?
Yes. No, nothing gets broken in the Hyundai.
Very reliable.
What tyres have you got?
We're driving with the Nurburg S1 Evo Z.
Okay.
It's a new development, and we are quite happy with this tire. Good thing is, tire is the same performing in the wet. So
Really?
for us, really ideal. Yeah.
Have you still got the 7-year warranty on this car?
5 years in
5 years.
Europe. We have 5 years warranty without mileage limitation. So it's quite something, I guess.
Woo.
Have you ever broken it? One ever broken down or?
Yeah, sometimes I am broken.
Yeah, I'm going to be broken. I just get a bit colder.
Exactly. But we are not flying today.
No. We nearly.
Nearly. We're flying by.
Yeah.
And now comes Schwedenkreuz.
No, it's good.
Ah,
Yeah. Or you're gonna fox up.
Foxhole.
yes.
Curb. Big curb.
Lots of curb.
How was it all curb, Marcus?
It's much faster if you go over the curb.
That's a good line. I've never seen that line before, Marcus.
Why? With whom you are driving before?
Nobody.
Ah,
Not in a front wheel drive car.
Mobile back.
Is this a standard I30 N?
it's completely stock.
Same brake pads?
Same.
Do you use a set of tyres each day?
We change from rear to front, so we can use them for 2 days, and yeah, we're exchanging every day, so to say.
Yeah.
Do you know Albert Biermann?
Sure. I know him very long.
Does he like beer?
From BMW side, I know.
Does he like beer?
Beer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Good.
That's why he have this name.
Yeah.
Yes, he loves beer.
Is second gear here?
No.
Third.
Yes.
Less stress.
I don't think stress on the car is a big issue.
What?
Simon said third gear is easier on the car.
Much better.
Yeah.
Second is not necessary here, I guess.
Ciao.
Always be friendly. This is so important.
Yeah. And safe.
Sure.
So you were racing yesterday.
Yes.
Aren't you tired?
Yes, today I'm tired. But not from racing yesterday.
Okay. Drinking.
No.
You won. You won though.
Yes.
Do you not have a drink?
No.
Do you not have a beer with Biermann?
No.
Okay.
He was not here.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, I had only one
Radler.
Weizen, but without alcohol.
Okay. Alcohol-free or frei.
Exactly.
The driver's choice.
Yeah. Better for me.
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning 6:30.
Yeah.
So.
Have you been here all day?
Yes.
It's great you can book on the same day.
Pardon?
It's great you can book on the same day.
Yes.
You don't have to book ahead much.
No.
It's cool, that is.
But sometimes we are really overbooked.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's possible to have these short-term bookings.
Did you expect it to be busier today?
Pardon?
Did you expect it to be busier with grip? The event?
No. I thought it will be more, but it was really relaxed. The driving on the track was excellent today. We had not that much traffic.
Yeah, I noticed it's been
That
quiet.
was really cool. It was not that crowded.
Carousel.
But, for us, it was really busy.
So what mode have you set the car in? Because N mode is too hard, is it?
For me, I prefer custom mode.
Yeah.
And suspension in sport, so the second or the middle.
Not the hardest, yeah.
Not the hardest,
Okay.
exactly. And the steering wheel I always have on the lowest. ESC completely off.
Yeah.
And the rest completely in sport.
Hohe Acht,
Exactly.
the highest part of the circuit.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's a higher part.
Okay.
Everybody say high 8 is the highest, but there's one higher part. I guess Hohenrhein something. I don't know. I have to double check.
Okay. Now we're descending to Brunchen.
Exactly. Heating from Eschbach into Brünchen. A little bit sideways.
For the fans.
Oh, why not? This guy blamed me today.
Blamed you?
Yes, he.
What did he say?
The Hyundai taxi is drifting.
Das ist verboten, yeah?
But it's not drifting what I'm doing, you know?
You know, front wheel drive car.
Exactly. You
can't drift in a front wheel drive.
Impossible.
Is it faster with the back moving like that?
Exactly. You understand me.
Are we jumping?
Sure.
Oh!
I have not enough fuel. You feel it?
I don't feel much. I feel sick. I don't feel your fuel.
Why you feel sick?
I see the sign Allspur and I feel sick.
I feel comfortable.
Okay. You've got the steering wheel to hold on to. Ah! Kleine Karussell.
Sideways is good.
Yeah, good. One wheel in the
You have
carousel,
less-
one
you
wheel
have-
on the top.
Exactly. You have less
Perfect.
steering angle, you know?
That's nice.
Wow.
No fuel. You feel it? Was it?
No, I didn't.
I felt it. Congratulations. You did it. You
I wasn't
survived.
sick.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. That was the most incredible drive I've ever had.
Incredible.
Right on cue. Well, it's an I30 N from Spain. Come here. But I think, yeah, we need to talk about that drive, don't we? That was one of the craziest things I've experienced in a car. It could have been on a safe circuit, but it was on the Nordschleife. And it was a front wheel drive car, which is meant to be a boring drive. What did you think?
It was mostly sideways in the
Yeah.
corners, and you would think the car would be slower that way. The level of ability of the guy driving the car,
Yeah.
just mind-blowing.
So Marcus had won the 4-hour race yesterday in the I30 N Cup, and he'd won the Nurburg 24-hour as well a few weeks earlier. So he obviously knows the track really well. But even so, you know, we didn't have helmets on. We just had seat belts on, and that was just amazing. We've been a bit up and down here at the ring, driving on the track. Actually, it's not really worth the risk for us. There's loads of other things to do, so do come to the Nürburgring area, cycle, what else? Watch the racing, go on the Grand Prix circuit if it's not crazy busy like it was with us.
There's some lovely places like Adenau and
Yeah,
lovely towns.
have some food, go hiking. But you must do what we've just done for 139 euros.
It's a
That's just
lifetime experience.
Insane. I'm never going to forget that, and that's just made the trip. So yeah,
You couldn't do that in the UK.
no,
You couldn't have that experience in the UK.
no, I don't think you'd be allowed to do anything like that on a track without helmets, and I think it just feels a lot raw when you haven't got a big plastic thing on your head as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the car sideways.
Yeah, that was just crazy. We've got, yeah. Anyway guys, as ever, thank you for watching this Volkswagen video from the Nürburgring's Nordschleife, and we've come here in our Volkswagens and we kind of fall in love with the I30 N, which is a bit weird. Keep subscribing, keep commenting. See you for the next one very soon.